Hello again, everyone. Today we are at number 15. Today is another day to be here and to celebrate, because even though all I've managed to do today is to get up and to be breathing, that's certainly something. So please share and keep sharing. You never know who it could help. So this woman was my mom's very best friend from high school. So they were extremely close, and by default, so were all of the kids. The first word I would use to describe her would probably be religious. She's very strong in her faith and in her beliefs. And I am certainly not saying that in any kind of a derogatory way. It is part of her. And for her, that is who she is, and it deserves to be respected. In fact, it was through her and my mom that I finally began to learn about God. And I've read the Bible, and I went to church, and I did the youth groups, and for a while, a part of me really began to believe in it too. It brought a very healing and unified feeling along with it. But this isn't about whether or not there's a God, because I've learned that for me, if a God does exist, then it lives inside each and every one of us. But I'm sidetracking. This video is about the gift that this new aunt gave me that literally saved my life. I wonder if she remembers what it was. Well, if not, she's about to. So, all throughout my life, my family have always been avid pet lovers. Like every single one of the people that I've ever called family has had multitudes of different kinds of pets. And I've played with and loved most all of them. But growing up, I never had a pet that was mine. Like my own in the training and the taking care of and the bonding. I had never had that one-on-one connection with an animal of my own. Until the year that this woman gave me 2 little baby pet rats, just freshly born from her female at home. They were the most beautiful babies. I named them Sugar and Ginger for their coloring, and I loved them so much. Handled daily, multiple times since the moment of their birth, and they were just sweet and kind, and they were always so clean. Everyone always gets that bad stigma about rats being dirty animals, but just like any other kind of creature, they are a product of their environment, their surroundings. And I played with them, and I fed them treats, and I would bathe them, and I enjoyed cleaning out the cage and rearranging it for them to help keep them active. I would take them out and let them roam through my whole room. Taught them to come to me when I whistled. There were even a few times that I totally took those little bastards to school in my backpack. Just because I knew I could. I knew I could trust them to stay with me all day in the bag and in my pockets, and I adored them. And it saved my life, because when I would get sad or angry or couldn't sleep, and the feelings of wanting to see my own blood and to hear my own heartbeat slowing in my chest, when all of that started to become overwhelming, I would go play with my girls, my little babies that just loved me. And even if they couldn't keep me from being sad, they would just be sad with me until I wasn't. And then we would play again. Those two little souls became bound to mine. This woman was a very big part of many sections of my life, and I'm honored that she's been here to witness my existence. She's technically been involved more than any of my other aunts have ever been in my life. But that one act stands out above all the others, because she gave me something to pour my love into that by design would give it back. And my pets have always been family members before being animals in my world. When they choose you back, like those little babies chose me, there is an unspoken contract written between your souls. And it matters. Suddenly, I was able to feel like I mattered, even if only for those babies. I mattered and was needed, and because I loved them, they did love me back. So Aunt Kris, episode 15 is for you. By giving me my first pets, you saved my life many times over. In that one single act, you saved my life on many, many terribly lonely nights. I am so grateful that you are who you are, and that you have been such a big part of my life for so long. Everything about who you are is valuable and important in this world, and I'm glad you're here with all of us to see it, good and bad. Thank you for existing and for loving me, for being exactly who you are. It mattered. It will always matter. Episode 15. Kris.